All right, my lovely duckies. We're out here in the garage today and we're going to repaint an NES controller. Now I know you've probably thought about how to do it, and here I'm going to show you how to do it. Now this is a precursor to the NES mod that we're going to do later this week. I actually got the RGB kit in today as of this video. And yeah, we're gonna be doing that this weekend, and I'm gonna do a custom paint job on that NES unit after installing the RGB kit. So I decided to make a custom controller to go with it. So we're gonna repaint this in the same style that we're gonna do the NES. So I figured I'd make this a separate video. But anyways, any kind of console that you're going to repaint, you would do the same instructions. So here we go, Dougie. So first off, I've already loosened this thing up here, so you're gonna have to get rid of this plate. If you don't want to get rid of this, you can put some painter's tape over it. But me, I'm putting a whole different overlay on top of it, so we're just gonna get rid of it. And I did have it started here. Trying not to scratch it up. Alright, let me get my trusty handy dandy knife here. Alright. There we go. Look at that. Look at the difference in the color. This is kind of yellowed, and I like the original color underneath of it. That's crazy, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and peel this off. Oh no, Dougie. Well, we're not using it again. Let me go ahead and put the camera back there. Alright, so now we got this overlay peeled off. I'm not going to use it, so I don't care. But if you were going to use it, you might want to be a little bit careful. Okay, so then what you're going to do, you're going ahead and undo these screws. Get all these out here. I know it's exciting watching me do this. Alright. Make sure you keep these all together. Alright. Then we're going to take the controller apart. And here is the NES controller on the inside. So we're going to take this and put this to later. Alright. Now, thing is, I don't want to paint this because this is like a rubber gasket, and this is not really easy to repaint. So we're going to leave this the same color, but we're going to have different colored buttons, not batteries, sorry. We're going to have different colored buttons. So we're going to take the membranes out and go ahead and give these a good washing, maybe in some alcohol or some hot, not hot, but warm water and soap, and make sure these have a pretty good scrubbing. And actually, these look pretty good. Usually they're kind of discolored, but these are actually pretty good looking. So go ahead and clean those, and then you're going to clean your buttons. But me, I'm going to have replacement buttons, so I'll put these in the pile of of spares. All right, now if you're going to repaint your shells here, I suggest you get some 1000 grit sandpaper, anything from 800 and up. 800 to 1000. Anything higher than 1000, you're not going to do anything. Anything lower than 800, you're going to scratch the hell out of it. So we're going to get our sandpaper here. And I'm going to go ahead and just cut me a piece here. Perfect. And then what you're going to do, see, if you're going to paint, all plastics will have a gloss. So here, there's that gloss on it, that shininess. All plastics have that shininess, Ducky. So what I would go ahead and do is, what you want to do is you want the paint to adhere to this. But if you just spray it on, it's not going to spray because there's nothing to adhere to. It's all glossy. So what you need to do is you need to remove that layer that's on top. So take your sandpaper like so. And I heard a Brillo pad works just as good. And then you'll see where, look at that, how it's kind of scratched up. Look how there's no gloss. Yeah, kind of taking that off. And you don't have to worry about the plastics de-yellowed, because you're just going to be painting over it anyways. Taking off that layer. And you want to make sure you get in there really good on any part that's going to be touched by paint. So you make sure you want to get in here. And you want to get in here pretty good. You can see all the stuff we've gotten up so far. And you kind of want to go in like one, you don't want to go all over the place. You want to go in like in one direction. See, what you're doing is you're removing that gloss, and you're also making tiny, tiny scratches. I mean, you still feel smooth to me, but there's little tiny scratches that the paint is going to be able to adhere to. And it still starts to stink after a while. It smells like burnt rubber after a while. Oh yeah. And basically that's it, Ducky. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and skip ahead to where we're gonna go ahead and paint this. But that's basically what you would do, Ducky. Is just do this and then just repeat for this side. Now, when you do there, make sure you get in here. Get in here. And I guess you could take this and roll it up. And just get in there like that. And just kind of go back and forth, because you kind of want to get in there too. Oh yeah. So, and you want to get off this stickiness, so I would go ahead and, before you start sanding, use some isopropyl alcohol or some Goo Gone or anything, and just get all this gunk up. And then just repeat the process. Just do the same to this one. Now, when you get done, don't immediately go and paint. Take all the pieces, take both these parts, and what you're going to do is you're going to run them under some water, some warm water and soap, and you're going to basically just quickly scrub them and get all the dirt and grime and grunk out. And then, so now you can see the difference here. Look at that. Oh yeah. But you're going to get all the dirt and grime and everything, and you don't want to soak, but do a quick rinse, because you want to get this dust off. There's dust everywhere. So just do that and wash the dust off, get it off real good, and then you'll be ready to paint. And then we're going to go ahead and skip to that. See you in a second, Ducky. All right, Duckies, we're back. We've sanded both of the cases, and we've cleaned them up. And this is the result after painting them. So we get this look at this nice glossy coat of paint on here. So what we did is, after we've sanded everything down and we cleaned everything off and washed everything, and then it got nice and dry, took these out and did 2 coats of spray paint for each one of these. Let it you let it dry and you let it cure for about 2 to 3 hours. So this is going to be an all-day thing. So I did these both at the same time because I didn't want to spend all 2 days doing this. So let this dry and cure for about 2 to 3 hours, and then do another coat on top of that, and then let that and repeat that. Let it cure and dry for another 2 to 3 hours. So that's 6 hours already right there. And then on top of that, after this has all been done, we take a nice a nice clear coat, and we put that on here. And I put a high gloss clear coat, and as you can see, look at that, nice and real glossy. I like that. So then we let the clear coat dry, and I've been letting this dry and cure for all day. I went out, and then I come back several hours later, and this is what we got, and it looks really good. So why do we do it this colors? Well, we're gonna make a Metroid controller because I'm actually I got my RGB kit for the NES, and we're gonna make an RGB modded NES, but we're gonna do a Metroid version. So yeah, so imagine this on an NES case. So we're gonna make an NES, Metroid themed NES, and this is the controller that we got. So we're gonna do the controller first. Yeah, I can't talk. I'm so excited. All right, duckies. So, but this is not all we're gonna do with it. Okay, painting is just one thing. Now let's accessorize. So, I got these translucent green buttons here. I got these from handheldlegend.com. These are actually Game Boy buttons. But Game Boy buttons apparently work with an NES controller. They fit. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to put these in here. And then from retrogamecases.com, and I will link all this in the description, duckies. We got this overlay. Oh, isn't that going to look so sexy on top of that? Oh, yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and jump cut when we have everything assembled and ready to play. So about 2 seconds, ducky. Here we go. All right, ducky. So we got everything assembled, and not to toot my own horn, but I think I've witnessed perfection. Yeah. Wow. I was not expecting how good this looks. This almost looks like it was professionally done. Like this is something you would buy online or something at a store. So anyways, without further ado, ducky, here we go. Oh wow, look at that, ducky. Look at that. That looks like that looks really professionally made. Holy crap. Look how good that is, and the button feels so good. Look at that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And now I did get the overlay I think like a millimeter unaligned. But I mean, all in all, I mean, look at it. It still looks good. Holy crap, that looks really good. And then you can see it, the colors of Metroid. She got a green visor and red armor and or red helmet and like orange armor. So yeah, but I want to do this for the actual NES. So we're gonna do that. Now I'll probably have the painted case done before I do the RGB mod. I mean, I'm gonna do the RGB mod first, but I'll probably have the video out of of what the case looks like in the Metroid theme first, because I ordered I'm gonna do the NES multi-out version of the RGB mod, and I ordered the HD Retrovision cables, and I ordered it from CastleManiaGames.com, and yeah, apparently it's on pre-order. So yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna get it, and with the whole COVID thing going on, who knows? So, and I don't want to do the mod and do a video on it until I actually can show what it looks like, and make sure I actually did it right and have the component cables. So anyways, duckies, yeah. So that's how you, if you want to do your own, like, controllers, that's how you do it. And man, and look how professionally it can turn out. Now this does kind of reek of paint. But once I've let it aired out a little bit more, that paint smell will go away. But yeah, it does kind of smell like spray paint. Not as bad, but it does. But I'm gonna let this sit out in the garage for a little while and let it kind of air out a little bit more. But man, that looks really good. Holy crap! Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it helped you. Hope it helps you with your own project. And if you do something like this, leave a comment below and tell me what you did. Oh yeah. All right, Ducky. So anyways, stay safe and be good to each other.